I honestly think that I don't have the range to lecture any tribe in this country, but I must pause my comment on this. The two photos appearing on your screen are a clear representation of the Luos and the Kikuyus spending a night on a night out. And one of these communities spent the entire night with dignity, pride, class, and profit, if I am just to mention but a few, while the second community, and in this context, the Luos, spent their night out in a very cold, concrete, unorganized, and completely in a devastating environment. And regardless of our political affiliations, the brutal reality remains that the Luos spending their night of Madaraka Day in the beer cold was completely unpatriotic, but rather hypnostic. Essentially, if you just have a look at what I'm saying in a political perspective, I kid you not, you're going to politicize this, hence missing the whole point that I'm currently trying to drive to you. And I'm saying this because if we politicize this, then the right honorables, Raila Amolo Odinga's diehard supporters, will begin arguing that Homa Bay County is not in any way cold during the night. Some would argue that they were completely okay spending their night out on very cold concrete floors as long as they were loving the president, William Samoei Ruto, to whom the Kikuyus put in office. But as of the time of this broadcast, they want him out of office. However, I honestly don't know how Kenyans can disentangle themselves from these tribal narratives, because from where I sit, it remains one among the very many and main problems affecting millions of Kenyans. And the day that we are going to succeed in disentangling ourselves from these tribal narratives, then I kid you not, that is the day that it shall be a win-win situation for both of us, irrespective of our political affiliation. And if at all Kenyans won't prospect the Gen Z ideologies and foster on matters governance so that we can change the dialogue from a tribal dialogue to a tribeless dialogues, then we go ahead and change it from bad governance to good governance in the policy implementation. I kid you not, we are likely to remain in a political stagnation till the end of time. Then I'd wish that we could first sideline and completely dispense all these Kanu remnants for purposes of a better tomorrow, simply because Some of the people we call leaders today have been in office looting the public coffers since the Moi days up to date. And what I find quite funny is that politicians always have one character. They were always very good at creating a problem, then quickly present themselves to the Kenyans as the main people who have the solution to the puppeteered problem. And that is why I began by categorically stating that for Kenya to move forward, then we must first dispense all these Kanu remnants so that we can fill their positions with very competent individuals. Failure to that, I kid you not, Kenya progressing forward in matters development, it is more of likely to be a piped dream. And the earlier we do that, the better, for the sake of not only our lives, but also the generations that are likely to come after us. And when I speak of the Kanu remnants, I've not in any way specified, but in this context, all I'm trying to mean when I speak of the Kanu remnants are: 1, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga; 2, President William Samoei Ruto; 3, the Uhurus; 4, the Kalonzos, the Mudavadis, and any other to whom was in politics since Moi was in government. So if we need change, then we must begin by changing all these Kanu remnants. Anything contrary to that, I kid you not, it remains a piped dream. But from where I sit, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.